Welcome to Biff's Mystery Theater. I have many tales to tell you. Ghost stories, murder stories, and tales that will make your bones chill. Join me, won't you? For Theater of the Mind, where you always have the best seat in the house. Now close your eyes and turn off the lights.
Our story, 64th Street Safari, is about a rookie Irish policeman who found himself the hunted instead of the hunter. One of the people on his trail was a beautiful young woman who just wouldn't let him alone. And now to our radio novel, 64th Street Safari. I'm sure a great many people have been laboring under the impression that the life of a patrolman in a big city is one of constant high-pitched excitement, speeding after gangsters, rescuing fair maiden, bossing people around. Sorry to disillusion these people, but the life of the policeman can be just as routine and dull as that of any other man. Most of the time they walk and walk, or they ride and ride down and around the same streets day after day. You can get tired of seeing the same people, the same cracks in the sidewalks, and hearing the same foolish questions, as one A.A. Callahan, rookie patrolman, found out.
Hey there.
What?
You having trouble?
I
know how it is. I can never open a door with an arm full of bundles myself.
Yeah. It's a hard.
Where's your key?
What?
Your key.
Oh, yeah. Here.
Yeah, how's that?
Thanks.
I'm glad to help.
Well, good night.
Oh, just a minute.
Yeah?
You, dropped your newspaper.
Keep it.
Well, thanks, as long as you're finished with it.
Good night.
Tall one, Mike.
Not while you're on duty and you know it.
Now, I'm too busy being friendly to argue with you. And besides, I'm off duty.
All right.
And don't give me a glass full of foam.
You're paying for it. There. What are you so friendly about?
Orders. Lieutenant's orders.
Oh, sure, Art. The lieutenant knows you better than you know yourself. It's about time you took that
He was
ship
talking
up.
to all of us, he was.
So friendly you are. What's in the news?
Yeah, same old stuff. That nightclub holdup last week.
Ain't they found out Logston yet?
Will you shut up and let me read my paper?
They know who he is, and still the whole force can't find
If I was a detective,
Which you'll never be.
I could find this log.
Oh, you could you?
I'd know right where to look.
Listen
well,
to
I
him.
could.
Oh, what a laugh.
Give me
I
a
could
beer.
find him in a week.
What week?
I'm not so dumb.
You're dumb enough. Here's your beer.
I got on the force, didn't I?
Thanks.
They made a mistake in the exam.
Could you pass him?
Sure I could.
Anytime,
Easy.
dumb cluck.
Look who's
I won't
talking.
argue
Nothing
with you.
to argue.
Oh, no.
Well, is there?
You a cop.
Detective,
I won't
huh?
argue with you.
You know I'm
you
right.
Never was.
I always
Not
am.
once.
Every
I
time.
won't argue with
Every
you.
time.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You loafer.
Look who's talking.
I won't argue with you.
Well, who's arguing? Want me to put a head on it?
Nah, I gotta get home. Well, I see you tomorrow, Mike.
Tomorrow, Art.
I'll be here.
How much?
A thin dime.
Hey, you. Hey, copper.
Be friendly, they tell me. You want me?
Yeah.
Well,
How would you like to take a little trip?
trip. Where to?
Wherever you want to go. Florida, California, Cuba.
Hey, what's the joke?
No joke. How about it?
Now, you run along home, mister. Sleep's good for things like that.
You don't want to go?
Well, I'd like a pretty new car, too.
Maybe you can have it.
Hey, what's on your mind, anyway?
Here, present for you.
Huh?
$1,000 cash in small bills.
Well, what's it for?
For you, chum.
Yeah?
To take that trip on.
No, I'm not taking any trip.
Well, sure you are. You just said so.
Oh, I did?
The money talked for you.
Well, why should I take a trip?
Maybe you need a rest.
Now, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You sure you got the right guy?
Oh, you're the one, chum.
Fellas look a lot alike when they're in uniform.
I got the right one. Well?
Well, chum, I don't know what it's for, but I don't take bribes. Now, you beat it.
Oh, you don't want to make a mistake.
I'm making no mistake, and you're going to get in trouble if you go around trying to bribe policemen.
You're in trouble already if you don't make that trip, chum.
I'm staying right here. Now, beat it before I think of a reason to run you in.
All right, if that's the way you want it. Nice to have known
On
you.
your way, Mac.
Okay.
Callahan started for his room on 64th Street. As he walked, he tried to figure it out. He mentally checked back on his beat to see if he'd heard about any dice games that might want protection. No, he couldn't think of one. He couldn't think of a store or building owner who needed $1,000 worth of silence. It was when he was almost to the brownstone where he lived when he felt that there was somebody on the street behind him. It was late and the street was practically deserted. He stopped and turned, but he could see no one. He started to walk again. Then he could hear the steps behind him echoing in the empty street. He was being tailed, all right. He walked to the next corner, turned around the building quickly, and waited.
Oh,
What's the idea?
what idea?
Why are you following me?
Following you?
Now, don't act innocent.
Oh, why would I follow you?
That I don't know.
You're not that happy.
Now, never mind the jokes.
Will you let me by, please?
Not until I get a civil answer.
Don't make me call for help.
Now, look, lady, I'm a cop.
If you want, maybe you can arrest me for molesting an officer.
Wouldn't that look nice in the precinct blotter?
Shall we go?
I won't argue with you. Now, I live across the street. I'll go in, and you go home, and we'll forget the whole thing. Good night, miss.
Look out!
What?
You all right?
Where'd you learn to tackle like that? Not at Vassar, I'm betting.
Oh, that car would have hit you.
He didn't miss by much. Did you get his number?
Oh, I couldn't see it.
Well, that's the first thing you should always look for.
Well, he didn't have his lights on.
No lights. Streets ain't safe for anybody. What with these fellas who drink and drive and forget to turn on their lights.
Well, he swerved to this side of the street deliberately.
He did?
Right toward you.
You mean he tried to hit me?
He would have if I hadn't played football.
Well, thanks, thanks.
Well?
Officer Callahan, sir.
Yes, Callahan.
I had some unusual things happen to me, sir, and I thought I'd better report them to you.
Go on.
When I went off duty last night, a fellow offered me $1,000 to get out of town.
Yes?
He didn't say what the bribe was for, just wanted me to take a trip.
No cover-up for anything? Gambling? Vice?
That's what I thought, sir. But there's nothing like that on my beat. And then, after I started home, a girl followed me.
A girl followed you.
Yes, sir.
What's your way with women, Callahan?
Oh, it wasn't that at all, sir. Then when I crossed the street, sir, a fellow in a car tried to run me down.
Did you get his number?
Well, no, sir, it was kind
Don't you men ever remember instructions?
Yes, sir, but...
Get the license number. If you're dying, get the license number first.
Yes, sir.
We can't trace the car without the license.
What do you make of it, sir?
Make of it? What am I supposed to make of it?
Oh, I thought it was kind of strange, that's all.
Wait a minute. Aren't you the Callahan who's been pestering me with applications for the detective squad?
Yes, sir.
I see. Did anyone see this car that tried to run you down?
Yes, sir, the girl.
And did anyone see the girl?
Yes, sir, I saw her.
Anyone besides you, I mean?
Well, there was no one else on the street.
Mm-hmm. And the man you say tried to bribe you? No one else saw him either, did they?
No, I just come out of Mike's bar.
Now we're getting someplace. Mike's Bar and Grill.
There's nothing wrong with Mike's place, sir. I've known Mike
Wrong?
for years.
You know the regulations.
Well, I was off duty,
How many
sir.
drinks did you have?
Just a small beer.
Just a small beer. You've got a good imagination, Callahan, but the gag won't
Well,
work.
there's no gag.
Why in sin would all that happen to a simple-headed patrolman like you, and in one night, too?
Now, that's just what I'd like to know.
Get out! Get out!
Well, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Callahan got out fast, figuring it was of no use to make the lieutenant angrier than he was. Later on that night, on his beat, while he was trying the doors along the business section, he got the feeling again. It was like his own footsteps were being echoed by the buildings, but the echo wasn't at the same speed. It continued down into the warehouse district. Callahan was getting annoyed. It was probably that girl again, and he turned to stop her when... The bullets hit the wall right where Callahan would have been if he hadn't turned back suddenly. They'd come from the alleyway across the street. Rookie Callahan ran up the street and crossed, throwing 2 snap shots into the dark slot between the buildings. Then he slid along the building wall toward the alley. He figured he was dealing with loft thieves, and his shots had scared them off. Then, when he started to slide across the edge into the shadows, 2 more shots came. Callahan triggered at the orange flashes and heard a grunt. Then everything was quiet. He pulled out his flashlight and walked back into the alley. The same man who had offered him the $1,000 was lying on the concrete with blood in his face. Callahan phoned in the details from the call box on the corner. He waited there till the prowl car came up. It was the lieutenant himself.
What? Oh, it's you.
Yes, sir.
Loft robbery?
I didn't check, sir.
Why not?
Regulations, sir. They read...
Never mind. Where's the one you shot?
Over here, sir, in the alley.
Caught him in the act, huh?
No, sir. He shot at me first.
Huh?
I was on the other side of the street, and this...
Where's the body?
It's back this way.
So he just suddenly shot at you.
Yes, sir.
Now, you tell me why, if you hadn't spotted them, they'd shoot at you. Well?
Well, what, sir?
Where's the body?
Why, right...
Right where?
Well, it was there on the pavement near the wall.
Not even a blood stain.
He must not have been dead.
Evidently.
He looked a mess, sir. I figured sure...
Or maybe there never was a body here. Well, let's get out of here.
Now, Lieutenant,
I thought I warned you about any more gags.
There was a body, sir. The girl was following me, and when I turned...
So, the girl's still following you, huh?
Yes, sir.
Then where is she?
She disappeared right after the shooting.
Why do they let lame brains like you on the force? I don't know.
It's the truth, so help me.
Callahan, this is going to cost you a suspension. You'll be lucky if it isn't permanent. Come on, Frankie. Let's get back to the station.
Now we'll see. You quit following me.
Will you let me go?
Now out with it. What's the idea?
There isn't any idea. Will you please let go of my arm?
You're not getting away this time.
Maybe I don't want to.
Now, why wasn't you here when I talked with the lieutenant?
Wasn't important.
Important? You just cost me a suspension, that's all.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Come on.
Oh, where are we going?
To the station. You're going to talk to the lieutenant.
Well, what good will that do?
You saw the shooting back there, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, it'll change a few things for me if you tell the lieutenant you...
But I won't tell anybody what I saw.
Now, lady...
I can't seem to remember anything about it.
And I suppose you weren't following me.
Yes, I was following you.
Well...
But I wouldn't tell anyone about that either.
Oh, me.
Well, it's not as bad as you think.
Oh, it isn't, huh?
Look, let's sit down on these steps.
All right, I got nothing to lose.
Depends on how you look at it.
Now, why was you following me?
Well, I was trying to decide if I should talk with you.
Looking me over, huh?
You might call it that.
Well, speaking of looking, you're kind of cute, all things considered. What's your name?
Anne.
Anne what?
Just Anne. Incidentally, what does the AA stand for?
Huh?
AA Callahan. That's what headquarters told me. Well?
That I wouldn't even tell my best girl.
Oh? What's she like?
Who?
Your best girl.
Well, she's got blue eyes and dark hair, almost black. It hangs down just to her shoulders. Has a beautiful sheen to it, like soft velvet. Makes you want to run your hand over it.
Yes?
Her lips are, well, they're full and rich with a kind of little pout to them, just to match her nose. Lips that when you kissed them... I had to find out, didn't I?
Did you?
Just like they looked.
Callahan,
Yeah?
you like the country?
Right now, I like anything.
I know a place up near Little Falls. I have some friends up there. Let's go there. You'll love it.
Well, when?
Now, tonight.
You know, I think that might be a good idea. Now, just a minute.
Yes, Callahan?
So you want me to get out of town, too, huh?
Well, I thought...
And I was falling into it just as easy as you
But
please.
you'd like
No
it up
wonder
there
a man
with
ain't
all-
safe anymore.
Oh, I don't understand.
Sister, I don't know what your game is, but I'm buying none of it. Do you hear? Not a single penny's worth. You can tell whoever sent you I'm staying right here, and he better try coming out open and honest if he don't want trouble. Now, on your way, and stop following.
Well, I hope you won't be sorry, Callahan.
Now, I'll take care of myself. Just you keep out of my sight.
It's a public sidewalk, remember?
Is that your car outside, Mike?
It is, and don't go putting no tickets on it.
I want to borrow it for a few minutes.
Sure, but don't go using up all the gas.
Oh, I won't.
Drive along the river. They like it best there, Art.
Who likes what best?
The girls. Moonlight over the water. Of course, you're too dumb to be romantic.
I don't want to argue tonight, Mike.
Who's arguing? Here's the key.
Thanks.
Is she that girl who was following you?
No, and shut up about her.
So touchy he is. I'd like to have a girl following me around.
Well, you can have her. She's right outside.
Is she now? Well, I think I'll take a look. She must be a terrible looker to tag after you.
You don't think she's there, huh?
I don't.
I'll show you.
All right. Where is she?
Right back near the corner.
I don't see nobody.
Well, she's there.
She is, huh?
Yeah.
Then why don't I see her?
You can't.
Can you?
No, but she's there all right.
Art, do you feel bad? You coming down with a fever?
Now, don't you start it.
There's a woman standing up there by the corner.
That's what I said.
But you can't see her.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Now, Art, you better come in and... Art! Hey, wait a minute, Art! Wait! Art, where you going? Art, come back!
There were no cabs in sight, so Callahan knew the girl would have to do some running if she caught up with him now. Then a car came up beside him, just beside and not passing. It was a long car, big and heavy. There were two men in the front seat. They looked across at him, then one nodded. The man at the wheel pulled hard and their bumper jammed into Callahan's fender.
Well, that got him. Have to do things of myself, don't I?
We better get out of here.
Take it easy. You want to be sure the cop is dead first.
I'll put one through his head, huh?
Nah, I got a better idea.
There's somebody coming down the street.
Drop a match in that gasoline.
Burn him, huh?
Get on it.
Sure.
Meet me back at the room and get rid of the car.
Yeah.
Callahan was shaken up and pinned under the wheel, but he heard the voices. One was of the man who had offered him the $1,000, the one he'd shot in the alley. He knew the other one, too, but he couldn't remember from where. The car was on its side, and yellow flames were licking around outside the windshield. He could move his legs and arms, and he finally squirmed loose. He tried to push open the door on the top side of the car, but it wouldn't move. It was getting unbearably hot in the wrecked car. Rookie Callahan beat against the glass in the window where it was cracked, but it wouldn't break. Safety glass. It was now getting smoky. To breathe was painful. He had to get out or burn. The fire would soon reach the gas tank. Then he felt a rush of fresh air, and a pair of hands were tugging at him. He squeezed up through the half-open door, fell to the pavement, and crawled away.
You're safe, Callahan.
Oh, you.
Yeah. Now you're glad I was following you?
Yeah. Thanks.
Are you burned?
Yeah, but not the way you think.
I was down at the other corner when it happened. I ran as fast as I could.
You see any guys around?
Well, that car that hit you drove off.
There was two of them.
Hey, you look a sight.
That other one, where was it?
You want to tell me about it, Callahan?
Tell you about it, that's just it. I got nothing to tell.
Oh, you don't expect me to believe
I
that.
don't care what you believe. I gotta go tell Mike about his car.
It wasn't your fault.
I know that voice.
What voice?
One of the guys in the car. If I could just remember where.
What would you do?
I know what I'd do, all right, and it ain't pretty to talk about. I hope Mike had it insured.
Maybe I could help.
The best you can do is get... No, wait a second.
Yes?
You can't help, sister. You put them guys on me. You're behind the whole thing. Or you know who is.
Let go of me.
This time, now, you talk up.
You're hurting my arm.
Look what you did to me.
They say policemen are supposed to be your friends. There never was one who was in the least friendly or courteous or...
Hey, I think that's it. Be friendly. Public servant.
Where you going, Callahan?
Little business.
In there?
In this brownstone. Locked.
Break it
I
down.
don't want to make that much noise. Just ring one of those buttons.
What's the gun for?
For business purposes.
Oh.
Get it.
What do we...
Now, not so loud.
What now?
I remember the key, first rear set.
Callahan,
You
maybe...
stand to one side now.
Trouble?
Maybe. I have to break this one down.
Is it...
Get to one side.
Hey, what? Hey, what?
Get him up, you. Don't try it.
What's the idea of busting into my room?
Attempted murder.
Are you crazy?
Up to now, I thought I was.
Say, you're the cop who let me in the door.
I am the one.
I don't get it.
Go ahead, play dumb.
There's nothing to play dumb about. You come breaking in here with your gun in your hand.
I was expecting your pal, mister.
You shot my hand off.
Get up, the both of you. And there ought to be a prowl car down at the wreck. Run, bring him out front.
All right.
Now, out the door.
Hey, you're making a mistake.
You'll make one if you don't go out that door. Get moving.
And that's just like a dumb, lame-brained patrolman going in and doing the whole job yourself. Why didn't you ring the station?
Well, there wasn't time, sir.
I know. There's always an excuse. You know who you brought in, don't you?
Why, well, it was...
I can't take that away from you. Benny Logston. 20 big-time stick-ups, 5 murders. And we can trace them all to his gang.
What? Yes, sir.
I should have looked into your report, Callahan, but it sounded phony at the time, you've got to admit.
Well, it wasn't phony, sir. This guy...
I know. When you let him in the door the other night, he thought you'd remember his face, so he got to worrying. All he could figure was to get rid of you before you remembered where you saw Benny Logston. If you'd have done more than crease his gunsel in the alley, we'd have had something to go on. Everybody knows Slip was Logston's boy.
Oh, yes, sir.
Still not clear about the girl, but that story sticks, too. Joe actually saw her. That's all, Callahan.
Yes, sir.
Callahan.
Yes, sir?
Forget about the suspension. I'll see what I can do about that application for the detective squad.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Callahan.
Oh, you. Beat it. I want no part of... No, wait a minute. Where'd you disappear to?
Why, I took a walk.
On purpose, I'll bet.
Yes, Callahan, on purpose.
Well, you ready to talk to me, or do I take you into the lieutenant?
Why I followed you?
Among other things.
Well, I was going to kill Logston.
So that's it.
I've been looking for him for a long time. The nightclub holdup gave me the chance, knowing Slip.
But why did you want to do a thing like that?
I had a sister, Callahan, kid sister. She went away with Logston. Then I got word she died. In prison.
I see.
When you took me to his room tonight, I was sure I could kill him. I've thought about it so long.
But you didn't.
No. I guess I'm not a killer, that's all. And I feel better knowing it. It's like a cloud is lifted.
It has, all right.
Want to ride, Callahan?
What?
I got my car. I'm going uptown.
Oh, sure we do. Get in, Ann.
Oh, where are we going?
We're going to Mike's place. Least I can offer is for him to be best man. You think that's a good idea?
Oh, it's, no.
What's the matter?
What does AA stand for?
Well, I wouldn't even tell my best girl. But the missus... It's Arden Aloysius Callahan.
Oh. Well, I guess I can stand it if you can.
Well, it's a good Irish name. Uptown Joe and wide open. We're celebrating.
And so ends the radio novel 64th Street Safari.
Shulton, makers of Old Spice aftershave lotion for that top-of-the-world feeling after every shave, brings you the top of the world in action drama for men. High Adventure.
Hello, friends. Just as the man said, this is high adventure. And in the event you're not sure what that means, I'll tell you. It means if you have the heart for it, one that can stand a little excitement, mister, sit down. We'll try and give it some exercise. High adventure means a story of savage action and strong suspense. A story of a man like you, perhaps, who lives a normal life. But this man had one thrilling moment or incident which has but one definition: high adventure. And to prove our point, on the agenda is Sentinel on 73rd, written and directed for high adventure by Bob Monroe, which concerns a man who saw too much, talked too much, and... well, you find out for yourself. Here is Sentinel on 73rd, told by the man it happened to, Stanley Trimmer's big city story of high adventure.
There's a great deal of truth in the old saying that if we could see ourselves as other people see us, we'd all be a lot better human beings. You never pay any attention to a saying like that until it applies to you. Well, it applied to me, and I found out the truth. I had a good job, head salesman for the used car department of a good dealer, had a good wife and a comfortable living. I liked most people. I thought most people liked me. But I guess the real change began that evening I made Larry stay at the showroom with me, handle customers, while I made out expense vouchers for the last week. It was about 9:20 when we finally closed up, let ourselves out through the side door into the building lobby.
And I bet you we sell that convertible before another day's business. That's the kind of car that moves fast.
It's a dog. It'll stay on the floor for months.
You ever handled them before?
Why, of course I have.
Look, the kids come in, they look at it, they lay down their dough.
I know it won't sell. We'll mark it down tomorrow.
All right, lose money on it, see what Manny says.
That's the only way we'll get rid of it. I know.
I said all right.
Well, good night, Larry.
Where you going? Aren't you going to have a cup of coffee?
I want to phone May. I'm starting home. Besides, coffee keeps you awake.
That's just talk.
No, it does. I know.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
You can get out through the front lobby door. It's still open.
I thought they left the side door open.
It's the front door. I know.
If you say so.
Good night, Larry.
Hello?
May, I'm through. I'm starting home.
Yes, Stan.
You get my suit from the cleaners?
I couldn't find the ticket.
May, I told you it was in the top drawer of the dresser.
I looked, but it wasn't there, Stan.
It is. I put it there myself.
Well, I did look.
It's there. I know.
Perhaps you put it in
I'll show you when I get home.
It's the side door.
Oh, what?
Front door's locked like I thought.
Hello?
Now I'll try the side door. Good night, Stan.
Yes, good night, Larry.
Hello?
I'm still here, May.
What's the matter?
Just saying good night to Larry.
Oh, how's he getting along?
Got a lot to learn. I'll tell you about it when I get there.
All right, Stan.
I'll be home in about 20 minutes.
Be careful. The traffic on the drive's heavy this time of
No, it isn't. Not this late.
Well, the last time we
I've
went...
driven it 100 times, May. I know. I'll be home in 20 minutes.
Yes, Stan.
Bye. Oh, excuse me. I didn't know you were waiting. Front door's always open. Larry doesn't know how to work the night lock. Some people never learn. I thought so.
All right. Stay back, will you? Want to see a dead body? Go to your old lady's funeral.
Stan!
What's going on, Larry?
Guy was just shot. He was stepping out of that car at the curb when bam, he gets it before he goes 3 steps.
That's terrible.
They're looking for the guy that done it now. They're going to close in, search the whole block.
They know who did it?
Yeah, sure. There's this guy in a gray overcoat. He walked right up, pulled out a gun, and shot him.
You see it?
No, I got it from the policeman. They're looking for the guy in a gray overcoat.
Gray overcoat. Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Officer!
Stay back, will you?
Officer, he's in that building. I saw him.
Who'd you see?
Man in a gray overcoat. He was in the lobby of the building.
Sure he had a gray overcoat?
I know. I saw him.
I didn't see him, but
He was there when I came out of the phone booth, right after you left.
What building?
There at the corner of 73rd.
Plenty of guys with gray overcoats.
Flattery, take a man and cover that building in the corner. I'm the devil.
I know it was a man.
How do you know?
He had a strange look on his face.
You saw his face?
Why, yes, I certainly did.
Got a good look at it, eh?
Oh, yes.
That's fine. More than anybody else has.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Any luck yet?
We got the whole block surrounded, sir. He can't get away.
No, they never do.
We got prowled cars in all 4 corners.
Why don't you find somebody who saw which way he
I've
went?
been trying to, sir.
You didn't have any luck.
I saw the man.
Oh, you did?
Yes, sir, just before I came out of the building.
What building?
Northwest corner, 73rd, right over there.
Mike, you got the men checking on
Sure,
this?
they're working on it now.
Why don't you tell me about this?
He just come up and told me about
Man wearing a gray overcoat?
Yes, he was.
Short, tall, or average height?
Tall.
Dark cat?
Why, yes.
Sounds like I'd kill you. You got a look at his face?
Oh, yes.
You'd recognize him again if you saw him.
Why, yes, I certainly could.
Lieutenant.
Yeah?
The boys found this in the phone booth in the building lobby.
Let's see it.
32 automatic.
That's about the right caliber for the hole in the guy's head. We'll check it in the lab.
I'll turn it over to the sergeant.
Now, mister, that gun makes it important.
Yes?
You're positive you can identify the man you saw?
Well, I know I can.
You have to be positive.
I am.
All right, come along.
What for?
You're evidently the only person around here who kept his eyes open.
Well, I...
They get away from us in spite of all we can do. They're that slippery sometimes. We got you, mister, and you'll give them the chair.
I'll what?
Evidently, our killer slipped into your building, got rid of the gun in the phone booth, and then came out and joined the crowd. Without you, we wouldn't know him from the next guy, so come along. You're going to be busy.
Where are we going?
Station. Our net will bring him in eventually, and when it does, he won't get away. You'll be there to identify him. What's your name, mister?
Trimmer, Stan Trimmer.
All right, come along, Mr. Trimmer. Now, until we get our boy, you're an important man.
I am?
You are, mister. And until we do get our boy, we're going to see that nothing happens to you. Mike!
Yes, sir.
Put him in a prowl car. Take him down to the precinct station. Watch over him. He's important. Lock him up tight.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's go, mister. You're getting a free room and bath.
Well, thank you. I'll be glad to help. Larry, will you call my wife and explain for me? Tell her I'll phone her as soon as I can.
Sure.
Tell her the police want me for some very important work.
Well, that's stepping into it with your eyes closed, isn't it? Of course, it's a good thing for our friend Stan Trimmer to help the police if he can, but he seems too sure about everything. Anyway, we'll find out the truth, for this is the beginning of another high adventure.
They say it's dangerous to think you know all the answers, and I guess we'll have proof of that before we've gone much further with our high adventure story. But there are some things it's not only safe but smart to be sure of. For instance, it's safe and smart for every man to know that Old Spice aftershave lotion is the perfect finish for a shave. Old Spice aftershave lotion is soothing, antiseptic, and healing to the skin. It instantly takes away uncomfortable razor burn, and your skin feels cool and refreshed. Old Spice aftershave lotion has a clean, fresh, masculine scent that men prefer, and we've heard it rumored that the girls like it too. No wonder more men buy Old Spice than any other aftershave lotion at $1. Yes, everywhere you go, you'll find that men who appreciate real quality, men who know the value of good grooming, say for that top-of-the-world feeling, I use Old Spice lotion every time I shave.
Now back to Sentinel on 73rd, as told by the man it happened to, Stan Trimmer. His story of high adventure.
It was all in the papers the next day. My name and picture on the front pages. Man killed was named Sadler. It was thought he had something to do with the underworld and gangs in the city. Police were very nice to me. When I objected to being in a jail cell, they put me up at a hotel, kept a patrolman to watch over me. My wife, May, came down to see me every day. I had her start a scrapbook of all the times my name or picture was in the papers. But after a while, after days of looking at police photos of criminals and watching them parade men before me, I guess the police began to get tired.
We'll be ready for you in a minute.
I'll be ready, Lieutenant.
I hope we'll have some luck today.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah. Your wife's outside.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Don't go anywhere.
I won't.
No, you wouldn't.
Stan.
Good morning, May.
Mr. Manny called this morning.
Oh, how is he?
He wants to know when you're coming back to work.
Oh, he does?
Stan, it's been weeks, and he has a right to...
I can't help it if the police want me, can I?
No, it's just taking so long.
We haven't found the killer yet.
Are you sure you did see him, Stan?
May, I know I did.
All right.
Oh, here's some more clippings from the paper.
Yes.
Next time you come down, bring the scrapbook. I'd like to see it.
I will.
You pasted them in neatly, haven't you?
Yes.
Not any pictures like there was at first.
I guess the papers have lost interest.
Here, this is a good one in the papers here yesterday. Listen in the editorial section here. It seems now added to the list of the city's unsolved crimes is the Sadler killing. The police still have Mr. Stanley Trimmer, who can positively identify the murder in this case, yet so far they have been unable, and then there's some more of it. Be sure you underline my name, May.
I will.
All right, Trimmer.
I'm coming.
Stan, why don't you come home?
Why, I can't.
Why don't you just say you don't remember what he looks like? Then they'll let you come home and live a normal life.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
It's better than living
I told you I'm important in this case. Without me, they don't have a thing.
Please, Stan.
I can't. You know I can't.
No, I suppose not.
I'll see you tomorrow, May. And don't forget the scrapbook.
I won't.
Bye, dear.
Over here, Trimmer.
Ah, thank you, thank you.
Sit down.
Yes.
All right, Mike, start him through.
Yes. First man, third cross. Come on, line up face front. That's it.
Any of those?
No, none of those.
Take them off. Bring on the next group.
All right, walk off to the left.
Sure you'd know him if you saw him, huh?
Why, I know I would, Lieutenant. I've told you that 100 times.
Yeah, just wondered.
I think you're doing a wonderful job, and I realize that it takes time.
Yeah. Bring him on, Mike.
Yes, sir.
By the way, the big boys are getting impatient.
I don't understand.
Very simple. We're getting no results. If we don't pretty soon, they're going to assign me to something else.
You mean give up?
No, just let it rest for a while. Wouldn't you like to go home?
Why, yes.
You must be tired of all this anyway, aren't you?
Why, no, of course not.
Now cross and face the center. That's it. Now, hey, take your hand away from your eyes over there. Come on, face front. Look into the light.
One of these, is it?
No, no.
All right, move 'em out.
Wait.
Hold it. Yeah.
That, the third man from the end.
Does he look like the one?
Let me see.
Well?
I think he's the one.
What?
Yes, he is.
You sure?
He doesn't have on a gray overcoat, but he's the one.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yes, that's the man.
Step him out of line, Mike. Third from the left.
Yes, sir.
Now, what do you say, Trimmer?
That's him.
You're not making a mistake.
I know, I tell you. That's the man.
You'll swear to that in court.
Of course I will.
All right. That's it, Mike. We got him.
Well, I guess you'll be able to get back to work, huh, Stan?
Yes, I will.
You sure shot off your mouth at the trial.
Only told what I know.
Yeah, I read this morning in the paper. He's going to get the chair.
Every word I said, they quoted me in the papers.
Well, now you can get back to selling cars, huh?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, I've been debating whether I should tell Manny that I'm quitting.
Quitting? What for?
Well, you know how it is, Larry. There's more important things than selling cars.
Oh, heck, you can move a lot of them now. What with your name and picture in the papers, everybody will know you.
Yes, but there's more important things to do.
Yeah, like what?
Well, after watching the prosecutor work in the courtroom, I don't know. Maybe I'll go into politics.
What do you know about politics?
I know more than you realize. I've got a little name now, so I think I'll... Oh, excuse me.
People look where they're going. Hey, what's the matter? What are you stopping for?
I don't...
What are you staring at? You know him?
No.
He must know you. He stopped and turned around.
No.
Hey, what's eating you?
We better get to work. Come on.
Hey, wait.
No.
You sick? Huh?
Gotta get inside.
I felt sick when I was...
It can't be. I know it can't be.
Hey, Stan, maybe you better see a doctor. You look white as
Where's the phone?
There's one upstairs in Manny's office.
No, I don't need it.
You got heart trouble, huh?
Operator.
Hey, your friend's outside the window looking in. See him?
Operator, I want to... What?
I said your friend must have followed you. He's outside the window looking in. The guy you bumped into.
Operator.
Where?
There, by the door.
Oh.
Operator.
You want me to ask him in?
No.
Operator.
You better go home, Stan. You look bad.
Home, yes, home. Larry.
Yeah?
Would you mind driving me home? I don't think I can make it. Alone, I mean.
Sure. Come on.
May.
Yes?
Come here.
What is it?
Look out the window across the street there.
What?
See that man by the drugstore?
Yes.
You know him?
Can't see him very well.
You know him. See, he's walking under the streetlight.
No, I don't. Stan, won't you let me call a doctor?
No.
You look...
I said no. It's just my imagination. Yes, that's it.
We should eat some supper.
It's got to be.
Read in the paper that your killer's going to the electric...
Will you be quiet?
All right.
It's the door.
No, it's the phone. I'll get it.
If it's for me, I'm not...
Hello? Yes? Who's calling? Oh, just a moment. It's for you, Stan.
Who is it?
I don't know. He won't give his name.
Tell him I'm not... Tell him...
Tell him what? What, Stan?
I'll take it. Hello?
Stanley Trimmer,
Yes?
don't talk.
What?
Don't
What?
talk.
I don't understand. What? Hello? Hello? Don't talk.
Who was it?
I was sure.
Stan, what is it?
Call Lieutenant Boyle. Made a mistake, yeah?
Stan.
Tell him I made the wrong... Don't talk. There's a killer. No.
Stan, sit down.
I've got to think. Don't talk. Killer.
Stan. Hey, Stan.
Yes?
How come you're so late? Still feeling bad?
Yes, that's it.
Say, I sold the convertible. You remember you said... What are you staring at? You see somebody you know outside?
What? Oh, nothing. No, nobody.
Oh, yeah, there's a guy waiting for you.
Where?
Sitting back in that convertible. I told him I didn't know if you'd be in, but he said he'd wait around a bit.
Oh, it's you. Hello, Lieutenant.
Nice buggy. How much is it?
I don't know. Around 1,200.
Too much.
What do you want?
Yeah, I just dropped around to say hello.
Well, I'm very busy. I have to make up for time lost, you know. You know how it is.
Sure. Well, they took your killer up the river yesterday.
Did they?
Expecting somebody?
No, why?
Keep looking out that door.
Why, just looking for customers.
Yeah. How much is this one?
1,800.
So much. You know, Trimmer, I still can't figure a motive for that Collins boy.
Motive?
He didn't have an alibi. He had a conviction for robbery against him, but I can't see a weak-minded character like him walking right up and shooting down Benny Sadler. Nah. It takes a cold killer. A guy who'll knock off 2, 3 people, not give it a second thought. That's why we kept you guarded until you identified Collins and we got him pinned down. Looked like that kind of murder. You were safe. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, well, you got him for us. He's going to burn in 2 weeks.
Lieutenant.
Yeah? Yeah?
I don't know.
Where are you going?
I just want to see. No.
Must be hungry for customers. Why not go outside and grab him instead of looking through the window?
Lieutenant, I made a mistake.
What?
I made a mistake. I identified the wrong man.
You what?
Collins wasn't the man I saw in the building lobby. He's innocent.
What makes you think so?
I saw the real killer on the street. I bumped into him a couple of days ago. Lieutenant, you've got
so
to...
that's it. I never figured you'd get jury.
I saw him and he...
Now, take it easy, Trimmer. Don't worry about it.
But I can't help it. That innocent man is going to die. The real killer knows that I've talked to you.
Relax.
And the way he
over.
looked at me when I bumped into him, he knew
With
who I
your
was.
picture in the papers so much, how could he help?
Exactly. And then that
Now,
night...
Trimmer, relax, I said. I know all about it.
You do?
Sure, it's happened before, more times than I can count.
Has?
Sure. Witness well put a guy in the electric chair, he gets conscience-stricken. Feels guilty. Have that terrible feeling that you might have made a mistake.
Yes, but I'm sure...
I know all about it. You try to pick out another guy's a real killer. That's what your conscience does. Believe me, it's all it is. Happens all the time. Too much excitement for you, that's all. Need a little relaxation.
Maybe that's it.
Sure, go home, take it easy. I'll drop around again after it's all over and you'll feel better. Just relax. You did what any other public-spirited citizen would do. That's what the papers said. You see, and relax, will you?
Relax. Yes, it's just the phone. Lieutenant, he called me on the phone and he said... He called me on the phone.
Hey, Stan. Manny wants to see you. Hey, Stan, where you going?
Get home. Safe at home.
Here's the evening papers, Stan.
You got all of them?
Yes. Getting quite cold out. Stan.
Yes?
It's been over a week. You've got to go out sometime.
I'm all right.
Phoned the showroom. They put Larry in your job.
What if they did?
I thought you'd like to know. Living off our savings, Stan, they won't last.
I know what I'm doing. Will you let me alone?
A beautiful new sedan parked across the street when I came in. Did you see it?
Yes.
Thought you might be interested, because it's the kind you always said you want to sell. And
I see it. I tell you, I see it. What do you want me to do? Get down on my knees and thank you for pointing it out to me? I don't care what you thought. I don't care about anything.
Stan, is it because that Collins man's going to be electrocuted?
No, it's not that. It's not anything. Will you get out of here and stop asking me questions? Get out! Get out! Can't you understand what I want? Get out!
Yes, I understand. And that's the last time.
What?
You're never going to shout at me again.
May.
You've always been right. You've always known, and nobody else could be right. Then you happened to get your name and picture in the paper because you're new, and it only made you worse.
May.
No, I'm not going to get out. You are. Here, take your scrapbook and get out. You get out. Get out.
No, May, no. All the time he's been waiting outside. I've seen him, May.
Get out.
May, no. No, May.
Well, things are getting pretty hot for Stanley Trimmer. He's lost his job, his wife threw him out, and someone who thinks he shouldn't talk seems to be following him very closely. What would you do if you were faced with a situation so clearly murderous, with you as the victim? Well, we'll find out. And by this time, I'm sure you'll agree it's the kind of story that can only be called high adventure.
I'm going to take you away from this tense moment of high adventure for just 45 seconds. But it's well worth the time because I'm going to say a word about the self-confidence that comes to a man when he's sure of good grooming. We all know how much good grooming really counts in business as well as in social life. That's why it's so important to make a habit of using Old Spice aftershave lotion with every morning shave. Once you've tried Old Spice lotion, its bracing freshness will become a part of your daily grooming you'll never want to miss. And you'll find that the ship-decorated Old Spice bottles are a pleasure to see and to use. So remember, for a wonderful sense of confidence and well-being, use Old Spice aftershave lotion tomorrow and every morning.
Now back to Stanley Trimmer as he continues his story of high adventure.
When May pushed me out of the house, I started up the street, and the first thing in my mind was to head straight for the police station. Then I heard the footsteps behind me. I knew if I headed in that direction, I'd never get there alive. He'd kill me before the police got there to save me. He'd have got me the moment he knew I'd tipped them off. And now it was too late. Too late to go to the police and convince them I'd been wrong. Too late to admit to the newspapers I'd been wrong, that I'd made a fool of myself. It was too late. There was only one place I could think of to go, and I headed there. I was afraid to look behind me. Finally, I didn't hear the footsteps anymore, and I looked and no one was following me. It was dark when I let myself in the showroom. Only light from the neon sign in the window to see by.
Don't turn them on, Jim.
What?
We can do without no lights.
What do you want?
Don't you know, Jim?
Well, no.
I said, don't talk.
Talk? No, I didn't talk.
I think you did.
No, I didn't.
Come back away from the windows.
All right.
More.
Yes.
You see the heater, don't you?
Yes.
Just so you don't get ideas.
What do you want?
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't have much money in my wallet.
Money?
I didn't tell anyone. I swear I didn't.
You swore to a couple of things that wasn't true. Yeah. Thanks, chum.
Yes.
But I just want to make sure you keep on doing good by me.
I will.
And there's just one way I know how to do it. I don't like wasting time checking up on you all the time, so tonight you made my waiting pay off.
If you kill me, and Collins will die for murder he didn't have anything to do with.
And I'm clean. Is that bad?
Yes.
Goodbye, chum.
You're not going to get away with it.
You're going to stop me?
Yes.
How?
Well, first I take some paper clips from the desk
Yeah?
here, and I pick up the phone
Oh, no,
and
you...
dial for the police. That's the least I can do.
Goodbye, chum.
Don't tell me I missed. Not a clean job needs some more. Well, I'll get you. I'll keep between you and the door. I can't lose, can I? Where'd I get you? In the arm? I don't want to shoot holes in these nice, pretty cars. Your boss might not... Cut that off! No, you don't.
I gotta. There.
You tricky, you little...
One more.
You think you can cook? Swear by this one. Noise!
Oh, they won't stick. I've got to make them stick. Somebody's got to hear.
You want to get away with it?
That's it. It's out cold. Something over the air. Get the lights while I cook this racket. Hey, here he is over here.
Enough light?
Fine, keep your eye on the punk.
Yes, sir.
All right, Trimmer, we can... Where are you hit?
In my shoulder.
Ambulance, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Some trick. Using the paper clips to hold down the car horns, Trimmer. We're outside, but we wouldn't have known anything was wrong, or if you were even inside if you hadn't pulled it.
I hope somebody would hear.
The man lost you when you took the subway. We figured you'd come here.
Your man?
Sure, we've been watching you for the last 3 weeks. I thought it over. I knew something must have scared you. You weren't the type to have a conscience. It was a hunch.
I tried to tell you. I guess I was afraid what would happen if you found out I was wrong.
Everybody's got a right to be wrong.
Yes.
The Eater man over there must have been waiting inside here until the night you came down. Too bad you didn't tell us all about it. We could have protected you better.
Anyway, Collins will go free, so you won't have to worry about your conscience. You'll have more headlines and pictures for your scrapbook.
I don't want them.
Oh, not worth the price of a bullet in the shoulder, huh?
No. It's more costly than that. I didn't pay it. May did. Larry, even Manny did. Man I never knew, stranger, that Collins, almost paid with his life. I'll pay them back. I'll pay them back.
I'm never sure of anything, mister, so I'll be watching. Mike, where's that ambulance?
Sentinel on 73rd, as told by the man it happened to, Stanley Trimmer. Thank you, sir. We'll place your story in the archives of the High Adventure Society, marked Hold for future publication. And if you ask me, I'd say that you do have a right to be wrong once in a while, but never in the wrong place at the right time, or the righting of a wrong can be left right out in the middle of... There, you see how complicated it can get? Well, anyway, featured in the High Adventure cast for this meeting were Wendell Holmes, Connie Lemke, Ross Martin, Maurice Tarplin, and Earl George. The High Adventure music is conducted by Lou Davies. And next week, friends and members, the High Adventure Society is proud to present one of the strangest tales ever to find its way into our society files. It's about 4 men who gambled with death for $1 million stakes, only to find that someone always loses. We call it The Snowmen. So, until next week and The Snowmen, this is your presiding officer saying, it's around you, no matter where or who you are. Only we call it High Adventure.
Remember to join us again next week when Schulten brings you another exciting story of high adventure, The Snowmen. And remember, too, that Old Spice Aftershave Lotion gives you wonderful value for your money. There are 2 generous sizes of this quality lotion, $1 and $1.75. Look for the handsome red Old Spice cartons at drug and department stores everywhere. And for that top-of-the-world feeling, use Old Spice Lotion after every shave.
Today, hear Comedy and Mystery with Henry Morgan and Chris London on NBC.
Schulten, makers of Old Spice Aftershave Lotion for that top-of-the-world feeling after every shave, brings you the top of the world in action drama for men. High Adventure!
High Adventure, friend. That's what we call it. And as long as you're here, sit down and be a new recruit to the High Adventure Society. If you like your stories strong and savage, your heroes He-Man and hard, then you're qualified and your membership chair will be waiting for you each week. To those of you in the know who've been around before, sit tight. On the agenda is The Snowmen, written and directed especially for High Adventure by Bob Monroe. It concerns 4 men deep in the North Country who gambled desperately for $1 million stakes. But suppose we let you follow it through yourself. For here to tell it is one of the 4 men, Big Bill Ortman. The Snowmen, a Northwood story of high adventure.
Some men seem to get along fine working the same job week after week, year after year. Others, like me, never seem to be able to stay in one place very long. I was on the road when I was 12, moving from place to place, learning as I went along. By this time, I've been a good many ways, seen a good many things. I don't know which is better off, me or the man who stays put. But I know this. I'll never go north again. I'll give it to you just as it happened. I teamed up with Wally, Bert, and Slim one night at Wildman's Landing. Split 4 ways, furs, gold, uranium, whatever we made. We headed up Chinook country, past LeBlanc. When winter came, we decided to hole up, and the bush pilot dropped the supplies we needed. The snow was already heavy when we were working the ridge that day. Wally was out on the trap line, and we were just killing time till he got back.
Break this up a little, Slim.
Sure.
Let me see some of that you just broke.
That's sandstone.
Let me have some anyway.
All right.
Boy, if it wasn't so cold, I'd be hot.
I told you it was sandstone.
I guess so.
Heck, why don't we just stick in a little dynamite and blow the whole ridge apart?
We
Then
got
can
one case left. We're not going to break it.
Sure save a lot of work with the pick.
Use your hands, not your mouth, will you, Slim?
What the heck's the hurry?
We're going to dig. Let's get digging.
Here, you take the pick.
What's the matter? High pockets getting worn
We're
out?
going to burn all the time. Take it out on a rock.
What's eating you?
Not a thing. We're all going to do our share. You too.
I'll swing it. Give me the pick.
I'm doing my share, doing more than my share.
And don't try to be boss.
I'm not trying anything.
Nobody's boss.
This where you want, Bill?
Yeah.
Rock. Rock. More rocks.
That looks like something. You strike a scene?
Nah, I split a floater.
Hold it, Slim. Let's see.
Well?
Quit leaning on me, will you?
I reckon he's shooting.
A signal from the kid.
Let's get up the ridge. Had some luck with his traps, I guess.
I could use some fresh meat.
Yeah, or a good pelt.
He's over that way. Come on.
Got a bear, maybe.
Traps wouldn't hold one.
In the forest, near the break.
Sounds to me like it came from
Near
over
the
that
break. That's where it came from.
Yeah. He's made us come for no reason, I'll
Sure as heck would be funny if he got a bear by the tail and couldn't
Shut
let
up,
go with
Slim.
it.
Hold it.
Hey, Wally!
Come on.
Look what I found!
I hope it's something more than a jackrabbit.
What is it?
An airplane.
Sure is beat up.
Let's get a look at it.
I was going to string a new trap line through here when I thought the woods looked funny.
Shut up.
Been here a long time.
Yeah.
Bunch of skeletons inside. I thought I ought to sit
Help
in
me pull this stuff away, Bert.
Yeah.
Must have crashed mighty hard. Look at the way they're all jammed
Well,
in.
you going in or not, Bill?
Yeah.
I wonder how long it's been here.
Years, if you ask me. Look at the way that tree grew through
Bill.
that.
Yeah?
What do you think of this?
What is it?
You can keep your skeleton.
The uniform.
Well, what kind?
Hey, I recognize...
Nazi, that's a swastika. Nazi German.
Yeah.
There's something strange here. What would
Well,
Nazi
they didn't
officers...
get where
be-
they were going, that's one thing sure.
No.
I guess they didn't know the war was over, huh?
Well, I'll be doggone.
What is it, Slim?
Come here.
What do you got?
I pulled open this suitcase. Ain't they pretty? Whole thing chock full of them. Ain't these diamonds?
Yes.
And look at here. What's these?
Emeralds, if they're real.
They're beautiful.
I think they are real.
Boy, wouldn't my old Sioux girl look pretty with some of these hung on her. She'd be so set
Let
up.
me have some of that stuff, Slim.
Sure.
Are they real?
That big one must be 4 carats.
Sure make a sight, don't they?
Are they real?
Yeah, they are.
They're mine. I was here first.
Now, hold on a minute. I found that suitcase.
I found the plane, didn't I? I found the
But
plane.
it was me who opened the suitcase.
They're mine.
You would have never found them if I hadn't opened the...
both of you.
We made a strike.
I found them.
Bill, you know what junk like this is. Have we got something?
Yeah.
Is it worth much?
Yeah, it's worth something.
How much?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe $100?
More than that, I know.
$1,000?
You want to guess?
Yeah, just rough. How much?
Somewhere over $1 million. Depending on the market.
Well, what do you know?
$1 million.
You sure?
I said I was, didn't I?
All right.
We split it 4 ways.
I found it. I ought to be having the
It's a
biggest...
strike. We agreed whatever it was, we split 4 ways. Any objections? We'll haul up in the cabin for the winter like we planned. Then in the spring,
In the
we'll get out.
spring, what do we have to stay for now? We each got $250,000.
It's too late to make the trek out. We'd never get there.
Reckon that's so, but it sure would be nice.
Bert's
to
been
get...
up in this country more than I have. Ask him.
We could make it out if we started now, couldn't we, Bert?
I wouldn't any more think of... Yeah. Yeah, we can make it.
Big snow's coming in any day. I'm not going to get caught
We can
in a
make it,
trailer.
I tell you.
Sure we can. We made our strike. Why stay up here if we don't have to?
Have you ever walked 1,000 miles on snowshoes at 30 below zero?
Well, I'm for trying it.
What?
I'd sure as I'd rather die in the snow than have you fellers cooped up in a cabin for 6 months together. I'd never know who slit my throat.
Slim's right, Bill.
Well, I want to get a
Shut
chance...
up, Wally. You got the picture, Bill? Already we've been fighting each other. You want to spend 6 months with Wally, Slim, and me, and wonder if you're going to wake up the next day with us splitting it 3 ways instead of 4? I don't want to.
You three go on. I'll come out next spring.
No.
Let him stay if he wants.
We're going to need all our supplies to get us out. We can't leave you enough to last you, so you don't stay. I say you're overruled. 3 against 1.
That the way you and Wally want it, Slim? All right. Let's get going.
The sooner the better.
Get ready for me, Texas. I'm coming.
Come on, Bill. Snap out of it. We're rich, man. We're rich.
Yeah, if we live to spend it.
Well, now, there you find 4 men who struck it rich with a vengeance. They each have $250,000 in diamonds and jewels. But the main problem is for them to get to a place where they can spend it. That means Big Bill, Wally, Slim, and Bert start out across 1,000 miles of ice and snow. And what happens along the trail is anybody's guess. But that's not unusual, friend, for this is the beginning of another high adventure.
According to our high adventure story, it seems it's easier to spend time than money. And sometimes it's a lot more profitable. So let's spend a profitable minute talking about good grooming. I don't mean just the Saturday night kind of grooming when a fella gets all slicked up for a big date. I mean the everyday attention to detail that means a really well-groomed man. The kind of man, in short, who uses Old Spice lotion every time he shaves. Once you've tried Old Spice lotion, the aftershave lotion, its bracing freshness will become a part of your daily life you'll never want to miss. Old Spice aftershave lotion is soothing, antiseptic, and healing to the skin. It instantly takes away uncomfortable razor burn, and your skin feels smooth and cool. Old Spice aftershave lotion has a clean, fresh, masculine scent that men prefer. Yes, everywhere you go, you'll find that men who appreciate real quality, men who know the value of good grooming, say, I use Old Spice lotion every time I shave.
And now back to the Snowmen, Big Bill Ortman's Northwood story of high adventure.
Back at the cabin, we divided up the diamonds and jewelry as nearly into 4 equal parts as we knew how. Slim cut up some canvas and sewed 4 bags, one for each of us to carry his share of the strike. Then we packed our rolls and started across the snow. Bert led the way because he knew the territory better than the rest of us. It was going to be a hard enough trek without getting lost. The weather was good to us the first week, with only light snow and temperature not much below 0. It was a hard pace Bert set, and nobody talked much during the day. At night, we'd eat sourdough meals and roll in around the fire.
Boy, will my Sioux girl be glad to see me. I show her all them diamonds, she'll never let me go.
She let you go before.
Yeah, but I couldn't buy her no pretty things then.
She'll want you to marry her. That's what they all want.
Listen to the big man with women.
Yeah.
Well, they do.
I told old Sue I was going north to make my fortune, and she said, don't come back till you do. Well, I got my fortune. I'm coming back.
The government doesn't take it away from you.
Yeah, you're going to have to pay income taxes now, Slim.
Heck, I'll tell them an uncle left it to me. I got so many uncles, they won't know the difference.
Then you'll have to pay inheritance taxes.
I'll figure away.
I wonder how they got there.
Who?
Those fellows in the airplane.
They crashed. Anybody could see that.
It's simple.
All right, you tell us.
Airplanes crash all the time. Nobody finds them.
That's not what I mean.
Been there for years, hadn't it?
I had a hard time seeing it was covered with brush. I was right
There
on
were
before
no
I could...
search parties even for this baby. Why? Because nobody knew it was coming, so nobody knew it crashed.
I don't get it.
Yeah, you're too dumb to. A plane load of German Nazis flying somewhere with a suitcase
They
full
were
of-
running out. They were losing the war, so they grabbed what they could and they ran.
Oh, shut up.
That sounds like what could have happened.
That's what did happen.
Nazi big shots. Getting out while they could.
I wonder who they were.
Well, I'm sure as heck not going back to find out.
When we get out, we can tell the government. One of
You're
them
not
might...
going to tell anybody.
I don't see any
You're
reason...
not going to tell anybody about it. None of us are going to talk about it. You want to keep what you got?
He's right. You got to be careful. We'll confiscate the stuff and we won't get a penny.
We ought to get
We
some of
don't
it.
take the chance. We don't talk.
I'm going to get the sack. Get off my bedroll, Slim.
I'm not on it.
This one's mine.
I ought to know. I carried it.
Get off.
That's yours, the other side of the fire.
I want to go to sleep.
Go on, I'm not stopping you.
May look like yours, but it's mine.
I always sleep with my head...
Are you going to get off?
I ain't going to get off what's mine.
I want to go to sleep.
Quit pushing me.
Go get your own.
You can't do that.
I did it.
Got me all full of snow.
Too bad.
Now you're going to get off. Think you're so big.
You want some more? Get up.
You've been asking for
Drop
it.
the knife, Slim.
I'll cut you wide
Let
open.
him come. Let him come. A good 45.
You think
Slug
you
him.
can scare me? You
Come
got
at me with a knife and I'll let you have it. So help me, I'll let you have it.
All right, can it, both of you. What difference does it make whose role it is? They're all the same.
Big guys always think they can push folks around.
You shouldn't have pulled a knife on
Shut up, Wally. Let's get some sleep.
Go on, take which one you want.
I don't care. Don't make no difference.
Make up your mind.
Wally, get some more wood in the fire.
It's got enough now.
It'll go out before morning.
Why do I always have to do it?
Because you can't do anything else.
Oh, I can.
Oh, I'll do it.
Well, you gotta sleep to live. I want to live to spend all my strike.
What's that?
Coyote, maybe.
Wolf. Yeah, haven't seen him up this way for years. It's a wolf, all right.
Well, he won't bother us as long as we're together. It'll be rough going if that snow gets heavier. Sure we're going in the right direction, Bert?
Leave it to me, will you? I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, maybe you do. Bert. Wally, Slim, time to roll out.
Leave me alone, will you?
Let's get up, pick some grub, and get moving.
Oh, what's the hurry?
Listen.
Oh, what?
Feel it?
What's the matter now?
It's out northwest, all right.
The wind?
Yeah.
It's not snowing.
It will be, like you never felt snow before.
When it does, we want to be on our way as far as we can get.
Roll Slim out, Wally.
Why do I
Wake
always...
him up.
All right, all right.
I'll fix up the fire.
Where's the coffee?
And the other pack.
Come on, you lazy bum, wake up.
Oh, that Wally drives me nuts.
Good for the little stuff.
I guess so.
Bill, Bert,
What's the matter? You're not man enough to wake him?
come here, come here.
What is it now?
Can't you get him up?
Look. He's dead, you see? He's dead.
Yeah.
His own knife in his chest.
It's cold. Must have got it sometime during the night.
With his own knife.
Who killed him? Who did it? Oh, what's the matter? I don't think there was anybody near us for at least 100... Don't look at me. I didn't do it.
Where's his bag of stuff?
Must be under him. Help me lift him up.
I didn't do it.
There it is. I got it.
Well, what do we do with it?
Split it up.
Why not?
You gotta give me my share.
Shut up, we will.
Now we each get a third.
First, let's get one thing straight.
What?
Now we know just where we stand.
Go on.
What do you mean?
Slim didn't stick that knife in his own chest, and he didn't fall on it. One of us doesn't mind a little killing.
I didn't do it.
You, Bert, or Wally here figured they'd rather have a third than a fourth.
Or you. You could have done it.
You fought with Slim last night.
Bert, give me the shells out of your gun.
No, wait a minute. I'll need
Give them
those.
to me.
All right.
All right, Wally, you next.
I don't have any
The
gun.
little automatic you carry inside your jacket.
How did you
Give
know
it to
I...
me.
I don't like it.
How about yours?
Yes, yes. How about your rifle?
You watch. Now, let's see any of us find a bullet for his gun.
I'll never find him in the snow the way you threw him.
It's dangerous. What if we need a gun for...
It's a good deal more dangerous for a killer to have a loaded gun in his hand.
I didn't do it.
Well, you shut up. You're always whining.
All right, let's get Slim buried. Don't want the wolves eating on him. Then we're moving, and we're keeping on moving. It's safer that way. Bert! Bert!
Yeah?
Oh, you know where we're going?
I told you I did.
Can't stand too much of this.
Oh, you gotta keep moving.
Ought to be getting into the flank soon.
Not for a couple of days yet.
The way I figure it, we should get there today or tomorrow.
What's the matter? You getting tired?
I can make it. It's Wally.
What's the matter with him?
And dropping back.
Well, let him.
If you take a slower
He
pace...
can't keep up. Let him come along by himself.
You can't do that.
He'll
He'll
take
die.
care of himself. If he's weak, that's his business.
Hold up until he comes along.
Nothing doing.
He's lost us. Snowing is hard.
Now, that's his tough luck.
I'm going back and find him.
Go ahead. Go ahead and help a dumb waste. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Wait.
Can't be far back.
Wait.
You think you can put one over on me, huh?
It's covering up fast.
Well, if you're going back, you're going to take me.
Keep walking then.
Smart guy.
Help me watch the trail. Snow's covering
Why
it.
don't you get it all for yourself?
What?
I'll go back for $250,000, too.
Ah, you don't make sense.
Make plenty of sense, smart guy.
There he is.
Always they call me a mama's boy. My heart's all right.
Come on, kid. Get up.
I'll show him. I'll go be a man. Be like other men. Nobody can take care of me.
You can't lie down, kid. It's too cold. You'll freeze.
I'm all right, Bill. I can make... Let go of that.
Bert, he won't be needing it.
Give it to me.
Give it back there.
So you can get it.
You're not going to take my bag of money. You're not.
Shut up.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
It fainted.
Wally.
Let him lay. Come on, we got to keep moving.
Come on, Wally. Snap out of it. You'll freeze in 5
Let
minutes.
him lay.
Yeah, I guess I will. He's dead.
Not so quick.
Must have had a stroke. Too much effort. I don't know. So that makes 2 of us. 50-50 split. Right down.
Now, can you hear me, Big Bill? No 50-50 split. No split at all. First, your bag. Now, that makes 4. You hear me, Big Bill? I got all 4. No split. $1 million. Now, I'll get your boots off so you can't follow me. Not that you could find your way out. I've been leading you around in circles for 2 days, but you wouldn't wear out. You wouldn't get tired. Why, you need me to hit you again? Gun butt's good and hard. It's harder than your skull. I've been up here for years trying to hit a strike, and when I do, you think I'm going to split it with 3 greenhorns? Yeah, sure I will.
Bert.
Come on. Try to follow and freeze your feet.
I'll get you.
Sure. You keep going around in circles. The snow will cover my trail. Then you'll lay down and sleep.
I'll get you.
If you can catch me. Lay down and sleep.
I'll get you, Bert. I'll get you. I'll get you.
Well, I certainly didn't give you a wrong steer, did I, members? How would you like to be hit over the head in sub-zero blizzard 100 miles from nowhere, stripped of your boots and left to lay down and sleep? How does it end? Well, we'll find out. But we're sure of this. Big Bill Ortman is telling us the kind of story that can only be called high adventure.
Just before we head into our rugged high adventure finish, let me tell you about a perfect finish. If any of you men don't know what a grand feeling it is to finish off your morning shave with Old Spice aftershave lotion, you're missing something, because Old Spice lotion is the perfect finish for a shave. You'll find its skin-tingling freshness will make you feel wide awake and ready for the day. Old Spice aftershave lotion has a convenient dispensing top, and the handsome ship-decorated bottles are a pleasure for a man to see and to use. And here's an important extra. The Old Spice aftershave lotion stopper has an exclusive leak-proof feature which makes it ideal for traveling. Try Old Spice lotion tomorrow morning and be sure of a perfect shave every time you shave.
And now for the climax of The Snowmen, as told by Big Bill Ortman, his story of high adventure.
I must have passed out again from the blow Bert hit me on the head. When I came out of it, my feet were cold. Then I remembered Bert, and I wasn't tired anymore, and the fire in my chest made me forget the cold. I was going to get him. Bert had made a mistake. He'd taken my boots, but he didn't think about Wally. The kid's boots were tight, but I got them on, covered his body with snow, and picked up Bert's trail just as the snow was covering it. He'd be moving fast, but those 4 bags were heavy. He was packing them, and I wasn't. Luck was with me. The snow stopped near the end of the day, so I didn't have any trouble tracking him. At the end of the second day, I saw him in the distance, a black dot against the snow. I think he saw me, too, because he tried to move faster. The next day, I caught him by a frozen lake. The ice was jagged where an avalanche had broken through.
Bill? That's the deal, huh? 50-50. Right down the middle. Keep after me. I'll club you with a rifle again. You hear? Okay for a deal? Okay for a deal, Bill?
No deal.
50-50.
No deal.
$500,000 apiece. That's That's plenty for each of us. We'll live big the rest of our lives. All right?
I don't want.
I didn't fix you good enough, huh? Maybe this time.
Don't try it.
What?
Don't try it, Bert.
Where'd you get that knife?
You keep forgetting about your pardon.
I told you I'd give you half.
Slim gave me the knife. I pulled it out of his chest and kept it.
Look, you're a hard guy like me, Bill.
Slim gave me the knife and Wally gave me the boots.
You're crazy.
Share and share alike. That was the deal when we teamed up at Wildman's Landing. That's what Wally and Slim want.
Sure. But now that Slim and Wally are dead.
Share and share alike.
Sure.
Slim and Wally are dead. Share and share alike.
I don't get what you mean, Bill.
You will.
All right. Come on. Come on, follow me across the lake. But you're not going to get nothing. You're not going to get nothing.
I'm going to get you.
When it snows again, you'll miss my trail.
I got 2 partners to help me.
You'll miss my trail. And you'll go around in circles until you... Hey! Hold on! Bill! Bill, give me a hand! Bill! Bill, the water is freezing.
Walked on thin ice too often, huh?
I can't keep myself up. Will the ice breaks off?
I'm going to let you die.
You can have all of it. The whole $1,000,000 bucks. Bill, give me a hand.
I don't know.
Look at my back. It'll come down with me. The whole $1,000,000 bucks. Give me a chance. Give me a chance, Bill. Give me a chance.
All right. All right. Hang on. Gotta get you back. Freezing.
No, you don't.
Gotta keep you from freezing. Gotta keep
Not cold, not cold. You're not gonna get it.
Roll over.
Slim was sneaking around, trying to take my share, but I got him. I got him good.
Bird.
Him sneaking around when we were sleeping, but I got him.
Bird, how far is the nearest settlement?
What?
Gotta get you there fast.
I'm okay.
Which way do we go?
I can make it.
I'll help you.
Let go, I can make
Which way?
South. Southwest.
Can't stay here. Gotta keep moving.
Let me rest for a minute.
You want to feed the wolves?
Wolves? No.
Come on.
I gotta rest.
Gonna keep walking.
Let go. I'm not gonna get them. They're all mine.
Go on. Keep walking.
Not gonna get them.
Hang on my shoulder. Gotta keep walking. Keep walking.
How do you feel today, Osmond? Better?
Yeah, I guess so, Doc.
You'll be as good as new in a few weeks.
Bert's dead, huh?
He was dead when the bush pilot spotted you and picked you up. Immersion in water at those temperatures is almost always fatal. Within minutes, unless immediate medical attention is given. You were yelling at the wolves and dragging his body through the snow when you were found.
Out of my head, was I?
Oh, something like that. Oh, by the way, there were 4 bags of pebbles in your partner's pack. What do you want us to do with them?
I don't care. Turn them over to the government. Pebbles?
Yes, we thought they might be ore samples, but analysis didn't
Pebbles?
show...
Those aren't pebbles. That's $1 million in jewels.
Oh, you must have had a hard time, Morton. There's nothing but pebbles and bits of rocks in the bags. I'll have the nurse give you another sedative so that...
In all 4 bags? Nothing but rock?
All 4 bags full of it, yes.
Made a switch. Ooh. Bert? No. He was sure. Sure he had it. Wally could have.
We'll give you something to rest.
Slim. Bert said he was sneaking around. What? Slim. Slim. Easy going, Slim. Smarter than all of us. And we buried his pack with him somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. I don't know where.
All right, Backward. I'll get a sedative for you.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Now, you relax. If the man was ever shot clean through with luck, you're it.
Luck?
Well, if there hadn't been a clear day, that bush pilot would never have spotted you. You'd still be walking out there. Or probably would not be doing anything more at all.
Lay down and sleep, huh?
Exactly. If they hadn't been able to land and fly you in, we couldn't have saved your legs. You and your 3 partners were crazy to try to walk out this time of year.
Yeah. We were crazy.
You couldn't pay me $1 million to try a hike like that.
What?
I said you couldn't pay me $1 million to do what you did.
That's what I'm trying to figure.
Well, I don't understand. What are you trying to figure?
Look out the window.
Yes.
You see the kids playing in the yard?
Oh, yes.
They're making snowmen. And they throw at him and break him up.
It's a child's game.
But what's their price for making them?
Price?
Would you make snowmen for $1 million, Doc? Me? I don't know. I still don't know.
The Snowmen, Big Bill Ortman's Northwood story of high adventure. And thank you, Bill. We'll place it in the archives of the High Adventure Society, marked S for Savage, and hold it for future publication. Let's get a little heat in here. I feel cold. Anyway, I'm sure you'd like to know the names of the folks who gave you that fine performance. In the leading role was Don Douglas, with John Larkin, Joe Helgeson, and Jack Orison. Our High Adventure Orchestra was, of course, conducted by Lou Davies.